welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kara, and today's video is going to be how to get this look with just CoverGirl Cosmetics. Yes, I said it. I have been loving CoverGirl Cosmetics for a little while now. I got turned on to one of their foundations from another YouTuber, and then I have just been kind of like picking up things here or there from them, and I've been liking it. Some things I can live without, but I wanted to put together this video of a few things that I know are tried and true for me that I love from CoverGirl, and also some new products as well. And I'm actually like really surprised by some of them. So if you want to see how this look came together, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I went ahead and cleansed my face. I used my St. Ives coconut and coffee scrub. I just like using that in the mornings. I just feel like it makes my face feel so fresh and clean, especially with the scrub. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Primer Base. So this is actually kind of like my go-to everyday one I use for work, or like when I'm going to work. I just love the consistency of it. It's just more of like kind of, it looks more like a moisturizer. And I've had better luck with ones that look like moisturizers for my type of skin. So I get a little bit more oily in the like spring and summertime, and then I'm super dry in the fall and winter time when the weather starts to turn. So I've just had better luck with primers like this, that they just like work better for my skin type. I've tried other primers from CoverGirl and I just like really haven't really cared for them. So I like the way, and it doesn't make it feel, it feels like it fills in your pores, but it also doesn't make it feel like it's like a pore filler. So then for foundation, this is like my go-to. I've tried other foundations from CoverGirl, but I really haven't had as much luck with them as I have with this one. So this is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. My color is Classic Ivory, which is probably a little bit kind of dark for me right now. So I just love the coverage of this one. I actually saw Valerie Pack. She put this one on her YouTube, and I just love the way the coverage looks, so I wanted to try it for myself. And I just became like a huge fan of it. So this is the one that I really do use almost every day for when I go to work and stuff. I just feel like with the primer too, the lasting coverage is really good. This is also the one that I always take when I travel as well. So I just have my Real Technique sponge here, and this is like kind of like my ride or die. I would say like entry-level drugstore foundation, and then I just love this Real Techniques complexion sponge too. They don't last forever. I probably do need to go get a new one, but I just love the way it blends out. I've tried actually those silicone sponges before, and I just don't, even though it doesn't absorb the foundation, I just don't feel like it gives me the same coverage, and I don't feel like it presses into my skin the same way that a actual sponge does. So I just prefer using a sponge, but I'm sure this foundation would work great with a foundation brush as well. I've tried the CoverGirl Matte Made foundation. Didn't really care for the, I guess it did have okay coverage, but as far as like lasting all day, I don't really feel like it lasted like really good all day for me. I felt like it made me a little bit oily, versus like this one doesn't really make me feel like it's like falling off my face. Sometimes like if you like have tried several different foundations, you know what I'm talking about. Like it almost feels like your face is falling off. So I got this concealer a while back. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. This one I just kind of got because I wanted something to go with the Vitalist foundation I have. I personally don't really like this one, but I want to use it just so I can show you guys the coverage. So this is in, I'm not sure, it doesn't say on here. But I am going, so I don't really care for these twist up pen ones either because I find them annoying. But And I feel like you always have to like keep twisting it. And like, I just always compare everything to the Tarte Shape Tape. And like how like user friendly and easy, and like how much coverage you get from that one, because that one to me is my ride or die. Take that one everywhere. I don't want to say the coverage on this one is necessarily bad. It's just a little bit different. And I feel like you go through it so much faster because you, like me, I put the concealer pretty much like all over my face. All right, so let's just blend this in. I usually take this onto my eyelids too. I usually use my whatever concealer I'm using at the time as like an eyeshadow primer. I always have found that using the concealer just with the thicker consistency, it works better for me for priming my eyes. So you can see it's not bad coverage. I just feel like usually by the end of the day, it just doesn't look the same. It just looks like it's kind of like worn off a little bit. And it kind of sets into your creases if you have them too. If you have tried like any other of the Covergirl concealers and had like really good success with them, like please like drop me a comment below. I really like, as I get older and I've been noticing more like creases and stuff, I definitely like want to find something that doesn't set into my fine lines and all that goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and do my brows. So this one is a new one for me. I've not tried anything from the Covergirl brow collections. So this is the Easy Breezy Brow Microfine and Define Pencil Crayon. This is in the color 705 Rich Brown. So let's go ahead and try this. I usually don't like the super fine tips on eye pencils, but not all are created equal. So you got your spoolie on the end here. This is very fine. So let's see here. I'm gonna take it down just a little bit. Feels a little bit dry, but it's a nice shade for me, I believe. So let's go ahead and do the brows. It's actually not that bad. I just feel like I have to press really hard, and I don't want to. I don't wanna. It is kind of nice to like make like, especially like here where I'm a little bit more sparse. It is nice to make those kind of like hairline strokes. I feel like it's taking me a lot longer than it does when I use my L'Oreal Brow and Define. Okay, so I finished my brows. I feel like, honestly, it took me just a little while longer because I even had coffee today. I'm used to a little bit thicker pencil, so it doesn't take me like usually as long to do them. And I think I actually might go a little bit lighter on the color next time too, because sometimes I'm a little bit heavy-handed. So my eyebrows are usually just like a very prominent feature on my face when I make them super dark, as you can tell. But I actually really like this pencil. That is a surpriser for me. Okay, so let's get into eyeshadow now. So I actually got this eyeshadow, this small palette. It's the Chocolate Scented CoverGirl Alcoholic palette. I got this palette actually in the influencer, I think it was like Voxbox or something they called it. So I have used it a couple times just because I'm a big fan of neutrals, so I really like it for that reason. And it smells like chocolate. So I usually like to start with a light colored base. So I'm actually going to go in with this shade. So this is like a super light color. These do have quite a bit of fallout on them. As you can see, this light color I just took out here is quite a bit of fallout. So downside to that. And you can kind of tell like on my lids that the concealer is a little bit creasy. So I just like to create kind of like a base to start my colors with. To me, this is a little bit more of like a natural skin tone. Then I am going to come in with this next shade here, which is colored, I don't know. Tap that off a little. And then I'm just gonna kind of smush that all around. Blend, 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 blend. All over the lid, up to my brow bone a little bit. So then I'm going to come in with this shade here, and I'm gonna put that into mi crease. Just a light little layering. And I want to kind of come in with a little bit more of a shimmer on the lid. So I'm going to actually, this one is like super pigmented, but I feel like it's going to come out a little bit more too dark for me for the look I'm going for. So I'm going to come in with this one, the second from the end, and just pop some of that onto my actual lid. So I'm just going to take this one ever so lightly and just kind of make the upper part of right above like my crease a little bit more on the reddish tone to give it a little bit more different tone. And then I'm just going to go ahead and line my bottom lashes a little. I'm gonna come in with this one. It's actually a super dark brown, but once it gets on my eyes, it's probably gonna look like black anyways. So just take some of this. I'm not gonna go super heavy on the bottom. Kind of cool. So I'm going to finish my other eye, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished both eyes, and I tried to touch up the concealer a little bit, and it was just like not having it. I even tried to put a little, I just feel like it's not like covering like very well, like right here. But definitely kind of like this look. I feel like it's more of like a nighttime look versus like a daytime look. I went a little bit, I don't know, I just really wanted to try kind of like that reddish tone that was in here. The next item is going to be the CoverGirl Get In Line Liquid Liner. So I can't remember which beauty box I actually got this in. I want to say it was in Target. I don't know. So I found it recently. I had never tried it before. So this is in the color 320 Major Matte Black. So let's go ahead and try this one out. All right. So here's your liner. So let's go ahead and, ooh, I like, as much as a little bit, I like it. Okay. So I just made like a super thin line across the top of my eye. I actually like really love this. It looks like it's like at least drying on my hand pretty fast. I was able to dip it once and make the entire like lid. So some of them that I've tried like before, they just like, they don't do that for you. Just a little baby wing. I'm not good at winging my eyeliner, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I don't do it. Got a little jib on that side, but love, love, love this eyeliner. It's called Get In Line. I think it was called Get In Line. Get In Line Liquid Eyeliner. Love. Definitely think you should buy. Shake it on up. Put it on your lids. Okay, so this is the new mascara. I have not tried this one before. So this is the Full Lash Bloom by Lash Blast CoverGirl. This is a waterproof Hydro Fudge. This is 825 Very Black. So I've not tried this one. I literally just, shit. I literally just tried this one because it kind of looked springy and we're in spring. That was my reasoning. So here's your wand. So this is obviously not gone in there yet, but it's just like a silicone. So it's actually kind of hard silicone. Okay, so I did just this eye, and it's still naked, and you can tell I did 2 coats. So 2 coats on the bottom, 2 coats on the top. I actually really like this mascara. I feel like it made my lashes, I always love to use my natural lashes. Made them look super long. It actually made my like bottom ones look kind of like almost like curved too, which I really liked. So I'm a big fan of this one. I don't think it's like as dramatic as some of the mascaras I have tried before, but I definitely think it looks really good. I'm actually like really happy with it. It didn't like curl them too much, but I could have like curled them a little bit longer. So I'm gonna do the other one, and then we'll move on to the next product. Okay, got them both on, definitely loving it. So this one was called, what was this one called? Full Lash Bloom Lash Mascara. Love it, definitely think you should buy it, especially if you're into mascaras like I am. I could see myself actually wearing this like every day to work. So that's awesome. Next thing I usually do for my face is I usually set it with some powder. So I actually got this one. Target marked down a whole bunch of cosmetics probably a couple months ago now. So I picked up this one. This is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. Again, part of the Vitalist collection. This one is super, what do I say? Fallouty. I usually use the MAC Studio Fix as kind of like a powder to set my face because I just love the coverage it adds to the Healthy Elixir foundation. But just because this is a CoverGirl one, I'm going to use this. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can see that in the mirror, or in the video. So I'm just going, I'm gonna put a little bit of this all over the face, take away a little bit of the shine. Definitely probably wouldn't buy this one again, and I don't know if they have any other like powders. I'm sure they do, because they have a couple other lines. They actually just came out with some new products that are part of this Outlast like active line, and actually like got the setting spray from that collection. Okay, so the next couple items are actually a few different products that I've tried recently. I actually found this one, again, part of the Vitalist collection. This is the Vitalist Healthy Glow Highlighter Illuminator. This is in the color 6. So I actually found this one at TJ Maxx. So this is kind of like more of a paint pot style highlighter illuminator. So let's see, I'm gonna swatch this for you. I haven't honestly tried it yet. Usually I just like see stuff in TJ Maxx and I'm like, oh, it's so cheap, I'm gonna buy it. And then I just like really never end up using it. So I have it here. It's super gold. Like I've said before, I've said this and I'll probably keep saying it, I prefer like powder highlighters. I just feel like the way they apply to my face looks like so much better. Actually, and then this one, before I get into the one I'm actually going to use. So some of their blushes, I've actually I kind of just bought this one on a whim. So this is the classic color. This is the 590 Soft Mink. So this is just kind of like one of their just individual blushes. Anyways, this is the one I bought. I actually am like really loving this color. It doesn't look like it would be like super dark, but it is, and it is also kind of like a highlighter. So I actually like wearing this one as more of my weekday one because I don't really wear like highlighter to work, just because it's more of a casual environment and I don't really do full face when I go to work. But you can see here, it definitely has that like reflective quality to it, and the color in it is just so perfect for like anything you wear. It's kind of like that everyday color. It's not like super peachy where you can really only wear it in the spring and summertime, and it's not super mauve where it's like dark for the fall and winter time. So I am loving this, and you can see that it's reflecting back, so it definitely kind of like highlights the cheekbones as well. This palette, if I can get it open. So this is the CoverGirl Tru Blend Serving Sculpt palette. So I just bought this one recently because it's a 3-in-1. You have your blush, you have your highlighter, and you have your bronzer. Again, this is like the perfect thing to take like when you are traveling, or it's just like an easy throw in your purse where you don't have to pack like, you know, a powder and a highlighter and a bronzer. And it's like, it was pretty affordable. I forget like how much I actually paid for it, but the link will be in the description. Here's your shades. Loving. I love that the bronzer isn't like super dark, because I don't really like super dark bronzers, especially like me, I'm more of like a fair tone. So I'm gonna go in with my Ride or Die Firma 103 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like just sculpt out the cheekbones just a little. The bronzer is also matte too, which I like. Definitely liking that bronzer. I didn't go super heavy, obviously you can tell, but I definitely like that. I feel like it's like really pulling the entire look together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the blush. So it doesn't say what color it is, but this is the palette. It's called Bloom Babe. So this is for fair to light skin tone, so Avi. So I'm just gonna go in with my Luxie 514 blush brush. And this one definitely has a little bit of shimmer to it. So you could probably even use this one as kind of like the other one I was showing you, where it has a little bit of that shimmer as kind of like a highlight. But since it has a highlighter in it, a powder one, we are gonna use that one. A little bit goes a long ways, people. I'm loving this palette. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, and I'm gonna use my Real Techniques fan brush, because I feel like with this look I don't want to go, definitely has a fallout. Oh my gosh. I always say yes when I put on highlighter because it's my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so pearly, if you can see it. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this palette. I actually went a little bit too dark. You can see I'm a little bit more pale, but love, love, love this palette. CoverGirl, you struck gold, CoverGirl. So I actually have two lip products from CoverGirl. I actually have this one. I got it in Target beauty box. I don't know. This is the Melting Pout. This is in the color 110. This is super, super pink. I don't think it's gonna look good with this eye look. And then I also bought, this one I carried around for a while, so it has all kinds of makeup dust on it. But this is the Katy Kat Matte. This is in the color Sphinx. I don't know. It's like more of like kind of like a neutral. So I'm gonna hat this on. It's a little bit bright for this look, but I'm not gonna go super dark on it. Probably should have bought a little bit more of a mauve tone, but it'll work for now. Okay, so I like the Katy Kat products. I don't have a lot of them, but this is just like your basic lipstick, so it's not really gonna last all day, but I definitely like the light pigment of it, and it actually feels really good on the lips. So, okay, so the last item is actually, I'm gonna open it here real quick, is the CoverGirl Outlast Active. So this is a cooling setting mist to wear all day. So I actually just picked this one up. I think this is like a relatively newer product. It's actually a pretty like hefty bottle. I think it was around like the $13 mark, so it's a little bit on the pricier end of setting spray. Just want to make sure all my hurt is on my face, so let's go ahead and set this face. Smells like cucumbers. The mist is not, the spritzel is not very good on it. I wonder if it's like blocked. I feel like it's like hitting like one thing of my face, not like spraying it out. I'm just gonna back up a little here. Definitely don't care for the spritzel on it. It smells great. It smells like cucumber. It's very cooling, like it said. And it's actually really refreshing. It would be like probably good if you like go to the gym after work and then you're like gonna go out and like meet friends or something. Still got that glow though. So that's pretty much it for the full face of CoverGirl Cosmetics. I am actually super excited about some of the items that were new to me that I tried, like the mascara and the face palette. There's definitely things that I'm probably like not going to probably buy again, like the concealer, probably not going to do that again. I would probably try different colors in the eyeshadow palette just because I feel like the range of colors in them is actually really good. There is a little bit of fallout, but the pigment in them is absolutely amazing. So if you like this type of video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And don't forget to follow me on social media too. I not only use my Instagram as part of my YouTube, but it's also part of like my personal life where I post like outfit of the day. A lot of the things I do is about fashion. So if there's any type of videos you guys want to see, like please just let me know. I'm working on other full face videos. Almay will be coming up soon, as well as Revlon, and then also fashion videos. If there's anything fashion you want to see, please just let me know. I'm working on a couple haul videos right now as well from Target and Old Navy, and then I'll have a TJ Maxx coming up soon as well. Until next time guys, bye.